I know everyone will die. We're all going to be in a box one day. So why do I give about what someone is saying or how someone is feeling now? I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to say whatever I want to say. That's one way you could just stop giving a fuck. I'm going to die. Everyone, literally, no one is going to escape this bit. 2, I eat edibles. Don't do it every day, but when I want it, I want it. When I want it, I'm going to get it. And I'm chill for the rest of the day. I don't give a fuck what someone is saying. You can literally scream in my face. And I would be like, relax. Chill. Why are you so angry? See, I don't care. Some of you really need an edible for real. And you will see life differently. 3, I block people. It doesn't matter to me. I don't even think twice about it. If you're irritating me, you're going to get blocked. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care how long I've known you. You will get blocked. Immediately. So, I mean, really, you have to say to yourself, is it really that deep? Do I really care about this? No. Why am I feeling this way then? Because you're allowing yourself to. But why? Because whoever you are upset about or over, you believe this person is bigger than you. You believe this person is a bigger deal. See, you have to think about that. So let's say, for instance, if I was dealing with a man, right? And he was like, I don't want to be with you anymore. I just want to, be friends or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Being unbothered is not about acting like you do not care. It's about realizing how much caring has been costing you. It is that moment you notice your chest tighten over something that is really small. When your mood shifts because of a message, a tone, or even a look. When your day gets hijacked by someone else's behavior. That is when you understand this isn't about sensitivity. It is overexposure. You have been emotionally available to things that never deserved access to you. Conversations that go nowhere. People who stay confusing. Situations that drain more than they give you. Detachment begins when you stop treating every trigger like an emergency. When you pause instead of reacting. When you choose steadiness over proving a point. Being unbothered, it is not cold. It is you regulating yourself. And once you experience that calm, you stop explaining why you need it in the first place.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you really need to stop giving a fuck what other people think about you. Your fear of being perceived is literally going to ruin your life. I'm not even kidding. Like, you gotta start living for yourself. Do what you want to do. Who cares? Who actually cares what people think about? Like, who genuinely gives a fuck? You don't owe anyone anything. So why do you keep moving and choosing your actions based off like what you think people are gonna think? Like, come on, we're too hot for that. That's not what you're gonna be doing in 2026. Just keep that in mind.
Why are you worried about people that don't care about you like that? If you stopped calling, texting, trying to plan stuff, would they still reach out to you? Would they still check in on you? Because 9 times out of 10, they would not. It would be crickets. That's why I feel like letting people do them and you doing you and learning to be unbothered is one of the greatest things you could do for yourself. If the only person that you can control in this world is yourself, why trip over other people? Like, you can't control them. They're going to go do them. So why not just go do you? Sit back, observe, and then move accordingly. I'm not saying don't care about stuff, but learn to not make things more deeper than they actually are. Stop making people more important than they actually are. And also, another thing that I'm really learning is to stop making things so personal. People are weird. Let them go be weird and just go live your life. Don't let other people's weirdness stop you from doing you.
A skill every woman needs to learn how to master by the time they're like 25. Master the art of being unbothered, just unbotheredness in general. Regardless of what drama hits, regardless of who tries to provoke you. The first step to doing this is understanding yourself, like truly doing some inner work and understanding what your triggers are. Who can say something in an argument that's gonna like set you off. Once you know that information, you can work on it, or you understand that it's a trigger. Next, I think it's important to like know your priorities and what you prioritize and what's important to you. Like your peace, your job, yourself is really ask yourself, is this messing with the things that are a priority to me? If not, bro, I'm moving the fuck on. Like, lastly, invest in yourself and invest in like your glow up, whether it's starting a business, leveling up in your career, like I said earlier, putting yourself first. Be so invested in yourself, you're not even gonna have time to like know who's saying what, who's doing what. Like, you just generally would not know and you would not care. That's just a few things to do to remain unbothered. Like, honestly, life is too short to be like stressing or sweating the small stuff. Just do you, and focus on yourself, focus on those who love you, focus on those who pour into you, and I promise you, you will be unstoppable.
Here's how I mastered the art of being unbothered. And when I say unbothered, I don't mean I don't care. I mean I'm unbothered. The thing is, most people want a reaction out of you because that reaction validates something that they did or didn't do to you. So really, to master the art of being unbothered, you just have to master the art of not responding when you are in your most emotional state. For example, if you had dinner plans with a guy and he doesn't call or text you leading up to the dinner plans, you are in a very emotional state at that point. So you should avoid expressing that you are upset about this certain situation until your emotions have decreased in intensity, meaning you've sat with the feeling and now it's not as intense anymore. So now you can have a proper conversation and tell the guy, hey, I don't appreciate not being followed up with, and this is not something I'm interested in. That is a much more unbothered response than if you were to start blowing up his phone being like, hello, are we meeting today? What's going on? Are you okay? Call me, text me. That's a very emotional response. And now he's getting that reaction from you. He knows he bothered you. The best thing about being unbothered is that you don't give people the illusion that they have power over you because, babe, you're responsible for your own emotions and you're in control of your own emotions. Don't ever let anybody faze you. And you know what? I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm super in control of my emotions all the time because I'm sensitive too. I'm emotional as well. But I have mastered not reacting when I'm in my most emotional state. I'm really good at being like, all right, I feel this way and it's really intense. So let me just take a step back. Let me take a step back and sit here and process this emotion. And then once I've sat with it, it's not as intense anymore. Now I can go back and have a conversation about it. But just remember, not everybody's like this. Some people want to argue. So some people actually won't let you have that time by yourself, and that's toxic. You need to leave them. If you react in your most emotional state, you could say a lot of things that you don't mean. And the problem is you can never take it back. Once you've said it, you can't take it back. So to avoid that problem, which is definitely going to put a dent in your relationship, no matter if it's a romantic relationship, platonic relationship, business relationship, whatever type of relationship it is. To master the art of being unbothered and respond maturely at a later date. Trust me when I tell you that if people try fucking with you and you don't give them the reaction that they want, they will stop fucking with you. They will stop fucking with you. They want to ruin someone's day. That's who they are. They're a negative, toxic person. You're going to let them do that to you? No, I didn't think so. Okay, so master the art of being unbothered. My name is Imana. I help girls get a life. Follow me for more.
I promise you, the biggest thing you can do for yourself, for your mental health, for your sanity, unbothered. Be as unbothered, nonchalant, and relaxed at all costs. Someone triggers you, unbothered. They're just projecting onto you. So you can just relax, chill, and know they're not gonna impact my energy because I am unbothered. If you can try and prioritize being chill, untriggered, relax yourself, and stop being so reactive in situations that piss you off, you literally get your power back. It's the best thing you can do. Get your power back. Don't let things impact you. You can do it. It's easy. If you need some help, you know where to go. Click where you need to click and let's get your power back.
Most women do not realize how much energy they lose trying to stay connected. Not connected to love, connected to tension. You feel it when you reread a message too many times. When your body reacts before your mind does. When you tell yourself, you're fine, but you're not settled. You're not dramatic. You're overstimulated. You were taught that caring means staying engaged. That maturity looks like talking things through. When something feels off, you lean in instead of stepping back. You explain your intentions, Maybe you soften your words. Maybe you wait for reassurance that never really lands well, and slowly, without noticing, you start abandoning your own life.
This is an undeniable truth. You have to know this, that the more you level up your self-concept, the more you level up your sense of self-worth and self-love, and you elevate your concept of self and what you believe and assume about yourself, the less you will react to things outside of you, the less you will be shaken by circumstances outside of you, by people outside of you, by anyone's opinion. The firmer and more secure you are in knowing who you are and believing you're worthy and that you're loved and that you're chosen and you're worthy of having your wildest dreams come true, that you're so worthy, the less you will care about things outside of you. Not in a I don't care, but in a I know who I am and everything works out for me and I always get everything I want. I am chosen, I am loved because I choose and love myself. And from that place, you become magnetic and you align with everything, and all the desires of your heart.
How are you reacting and responding to people who are not worth your time? I realize that certain people don't deserve your response, your presence, and your reaction. One of the most powerful things you can learn to do is to stop reacting to people's nonsense and to master your emotions. People are legitimately weirdos, and once you can make peace with that and come to terms with that, you'll stop reacting, look at people and be like, you know what? It's you, it's not me, Godspeed, and you will keep it pushing. Now, I'm not telling you not to stand up for yourself and to let people play in your face like you were a fool. But as you get older, you just start to realize that just certain things are just not worth your energy. You just need to just let people go be weird by themselves. You can remove yourself and keep it pushing. Like my motto is, you like it, I love it. You want to be disrespectful, that's perfect. You will never see me ever again. Adios. Things, in my personal opinion, are just not that deep. It's not worth the mental bandwidth to be stressing over.
So I feel like something that my friends have asked me my whole life is, how do I stay so unbothered? People will walk in and out of my life, or a guy will end things with me. Obviously, all of that sucks and it really hurts, but there are 3 reasons that I'm able to bounce back so quickly, and I'm gonna share. The first one is honestly just understanding that what's meant to be will be. If a guy ends things with you, you wanted him to be your boyfriend, it just wasn't meant to be. It's not the end of the world. If it was meant to be, it would be. It's as simple as that. Number 2, understanding that most things are a blessing in disguise. If you trust that life is working in your favor, whether you believe in God or not, if you just choose to believe things are happening for you and not against you, when somebody backstabs you and suddenly you guys aren't friends anymore, that's a blessing in disguise. At the end of the day, as much as it hurts when you realize what somebody did, literally all that goes to show is, thank God that person isn't a part of your life anymore. Thank God you saw their true colors now. If it wasn't now, something else would have happened later that would have disappointed you. So even if it didn't happen in the way that you wanted it to, it's a good thing that it happened, and you have to believe that. And the last mindset shift is just looking at things from the perspective of their value. What do I mean by that? There is nothing more valuable than learning from your mistakes, living through something, and being able to move forward with maturity and clarity that you gain from the situation. No pain, no gain. The sad reality of things is that a lot of the time we need to go through hurt in order to grow. My biggest fear would be that in 5 years from now, I still think and act the exact same way that I do right now. I hope that I can look back at myself now and be like, damn, she really thought she knew it all, and like, she was so baby. Look at everything that she's gone through now, all the pain she's felt, and look at how wise she is now. Anytime you go through something that really sucks, it's important to think about what happened, what you could have done differently, how you could avoid feeling the way you feel now next time, but don't dwell on what went wrong. Literally focus on the value of the situation. Nothing's gonna get better for you if you just focus on what's bad. So that's what works for me, and I enjoy being unbothered. I recognize my mistakes, work to be a better person every day, but do not dwell on things that I can't control, or on the ways in which people hurt me or wronged me. There are so many better ways in which I could be using my time. So yeah, love you guys. Stay unbothered. Bye.
As someone who used to be bothered really easily and annoyed by every little thing, I'm gonna give you some tips on how I stay as unbothered as possible. It's not always easy, but I've come a long way as opposed to how I used to be, and this is how. When something bothers or upsets you, you don't realize how much autonomy you actually have in the decision to let it bother you. It's one thing to see something and get triggered or feel an emotional response from it. It's another thing to choose to let that thing invade your personal space and your mind. Now, this takes a real sense of self-awareness and being able to catch something bothering you before you react to it. But usually, if I feel myself starting to get worked up over something, I really like to ask myself, one, is this my problem? Is this something that I have control over, that I can solve? Is it someone acting a certain way of their own volition and their own behavior that I am getting upset at? Thus, am I handing over my power to external conditions and handing over my happiness to other people? And the biggest one, 3, is it worth it? Is this worth getting upset over? Is this worth a conversation about? Is this worth my mental fortitude and my mental energy to give over my time and energy? When you are focused on one thing, that means that you are taking away focus from other things. When you choose to let something bother you, to let it stir, to ruminate over something someone did to you, you are taking away from time and energy spent that could be in a place of feeling good. The second thing that I do and have learned is realizing that you literally have no control over what people think about you. People are gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. They're gonna think whatever they want to think. Does not mean that you shouldn't put your best foot forward and be nice to other people. But you can't make everyone happy. And living your life in an attempt to please other people will put you in a perpetual state of chasing happiness that is external, outside of yourself, and very unstable. Connected to this is minding your business. If it doesn't have anything to do with me and it's drama, I like to listen sometimes, but I really try to not get involved. I really try my best to not get emotionally afflicted with other people's plights or melodrama. Doesn't mean that I don't empathize with them or I don't feel for them or I don't give advice when it is asked. But that kind of goes back to the first question of like, is this my problem? Or am I making this my problem? You have to realize that people will only ever understand you as much as they want to understand you. Some people are hell-bent on misunderstanding you. Some people in this world are always going to hate you no matter what you do. Has nothing to do with you, has all to do with them. And the more that you people please and make that your problem, the more bothered you're going to be when you realize that you cannot control your external environment. Learning how to make yourself happy alone, independent from other people, things, conditions, will give you a real sense of peace and knowing that no matter what, I'm really going to be okay, and also give you the autonomy in deciding whether or not you want to put your energy towards something when you know that your energy is valuable.